if you've been liking any of the content on here, just feel free to subscribe.
This is the map in the battlefield today. We're doing something simple just because Laura's getting ready for a tournament this weekend. So we have everything has a footprint. We're going to do taken holes, so it's just control 1, 2, or 3. And then we have chilling rain, so no kind of special things. And a search and destroy deployment. So we're going to start in the corners and 9 inches away from the center. This is the army that I'm going to be using against the Emperor's Children today. In the front here, I have 2 units of Woodseekers, and then I have a unit of Prosecutors, and then from the left to right, I have Valerian with 5 Wardens, 5 Terminators, Kyriadraxis with 4 Custodian Guard, one that has the Vexilla, 5 more Terminators. I have Trajan in the back there with 5 more Wardens. And then finally, 4 more Custodian Guard. They all have shields, and one of them has the Vexilla. 2,000 points exactly. And let's see how this list does against the Emperor's Children today.
So we got my army here. So it's a little all muddled up in here, and it's a lot of purple, so I'm going to apologize for that. But I've got a squad of Terminators over here. They are Mark of Nurgle. They're going to go with a Sorcerer in Terminator armor, do some shenanigans. Some just cultists, squad of noise marines, there's a squad of bikes, another 5 block of Terminators. They're Mark of Slanesh, but they're going to be going with Abaddon, so they're all the marks. Another squad of bikes, some 5 legionaries, which are probably going to be going with this Exalted Champion, and Lucius, who is also tucked in there. I got a Venom Crawler sitting on top of my Land Raider. I'll probably break those up into 2 separate units. And another 5 block of noise marines and another 3 bikes. So all in all, just a lot of bodies.
So we're going to see who goes to turn 1. Use this roll. Oh.
I think it's you.
Oh, it is me. Okay, so
I actually wanted first turn.
you wanted it.
I never wanted, but I wanted
You
this.
wanted it and you didn't get it. Doesn't well. Maybe it's not to be. Maybe she knows that going turn 2 is better.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or just wants me to suffer.
For my scout move, I just scouted these sisters closer to this objective. If Laura had went first, it might have been different. I might have tried to block something, but let's see if I can get on there and get some pointsies. So for my movement phase, I did roll a 1 on her. Well, I was in the command phase, but I rolled a 1 on Draxus' ability. So I did take mortal wounds. I shrugged them on the guard, but still, it sucks. I don't have the 18-inch loan up. She did get a 6 on her advance. I was able to get Draxus and the guard onto this objective. Valerian moved up here behind this wall to hopefully have a countercharge. Same with Trajan. He is on building, just hopefully waiting to countercharge. I advanced my 4-man of Custodian Guard with the shield, so that the swords do have assault, so I was able to deploy Teleport Homer, and I kind of screened off my backfield. So that is going to be my entire turn. I'm not going to shoot anything. I can't shoot anything. I can't charge anything. So I did get 3 points, so the score is 3-0 going into the Chaos Space Marine's turn. Let's see what Laura gets. She gets
Extend battle line.
Extend battle lines. Yummy, I love that one. And Storm, come take some objectives. I will go up to 3 because I tossed Tempting Target. So I'll go up to 3 CP, and the Chaos Space Marines are at 2 CP. So, for the Chaos Space Marines movement, or the Emperor's Children, really, Laura has planned on taking all these objectives from me. She's going to try to kill my Witch Seekers, charge into my fellows here, and to kill them and take this objective. She's already taken this objective here with her Noise Marines jumping out. Her Land Raider with Abby and friends up. He didn't jump out. He's still standing there, so I do believe she plans on pew-pewing the guts out of these guys in the middle here. Everything's kind of screened out here, so I can't drop any Terminators down on turn 2. Still have some screens there, too. So that is the movement. We're going to go on to the shooting now and see what happens. Land Raider did take down all of my Custodian Guard except for one. The Venom Crawler did shoot into my Kyriatraxis. I opted not to use the -1 to damage, and I did tank quite a bit of them. But I have some charges coming my way now from the same units.
We're going to go in with the Venom Crawler on them.
Okay.
You know what? The bikes are more likely to kill them. And then we'll actually control the objective. I'm going to throw the bikes over. That's a 7. I think that's what I needed. Charge with the Land Raider. See if I can get that in. A 9, I think, does it.
Probably does.
And then, yeah, I'm 100% tank shocking with the Land Raider.
All right.
So, strength 8, so I'll have 10 dice. So I beat you. 5 ups. That is 5 mortal wounds.
5 mortal wounds.
That's very good.
Up. 1 mortal wound.
So he's down to 3 wounds left?
Down to 3. Okay, so in Laura's melee phase, she did pick up my Witch Seekers pretty easily, and my poor Custodian Guard is dead. She piled into this objective here to try to keep me from coming out. I'll probably have to charge her. I might be able to come out and shoot some things, but I'll still have to charge her. That's pretty much it. She did get 10 points for her secondary, so the score is 10-3 for the Chaos Space Marines Emperor's Children, going into turn 2 for the Custodes. For my draw, I get Investigate Signals. That's disgusting. Oh, the Witch Seekers could probably do that. And Defend Stronghold. So I get to hold on to my Stronghold. So let's see what happens. I am going to spend one of my CP. So I will go up to 4, but I'm going to go down to 3 and bring back a Warden. So I do get points for that. I will steal that back. But that's it for my command phase. So we're going to go on to the movement now. Points are 13-10 for the Custodes. For my movement, I brought down Terminators here at the end of my movement just for see if I can get rid of this Venom Crawler. Kyriatraxis and her guards stay here. I kind of wrapped my Wardens up here so I can stay on the objective, so if someone does charge me, I can fight first if I need to. Trajan moved out here so he can get some charges and shots maybe onto the Rhino, possibly onto these guys. We'll see what happens, and Kyriatraxis is probably going to use her indirect fire and see if she can bomb them to death and see what happens. So that's my movement. I'm still kind of in my zone here. I got to clear out some of these Space Marines and see what happens. So for my shooting phase, Terminators did take out 5 wounds off the Venom Crawler. I was hoping to be able to kill it. Between Kyriatraxis and the Wardens, I was able to kill this unit of Noise Marines. That was all my shooting. So now we're just going to go into the charges. So Trajan into a multi-charge, the Rhino, and the Noise Marines. Okay, I need like a 6 will do it. So I'm just going to put the 6 beside them. I'll move them in. I'm going to charge these Terminators into these bikes. I need a 9. I'm going to CP reroll that. Because I would like to get in there. Hey, yep. 5. It's alright. We'll take that. And then we will charge Draxus into the bikes. They're in there with the 7. Everyone else advanced, so that's the charges. So we're going to go into the combat now. The melee phase, Custodes didn't go that well. The bikes somehow survived. I don't know how, but they did. They managed to take out a Custodian Guard. Same as the Noise Marines. They only lost 3 of them, I do believe. Yep. But then Trajan killed the Rhino just himself, so the other guys really didn't do anything. They weren't enough range, or I would have put pretty much all of them into the Noise Marines, but I not only get 2 points for Investigate Signals, And I'm going to toss Defense Stronghold since she is right there ready to charge into my battlefield. So I do go up to 3 CP, and we're going to go into turn 2 for the Emperor's Children.
Behind enemy lines.
Okay.
Feeling pretty good about that one.
Good one.
And Defense Stronghold.
Yeah, you're getting some tasty secondaries.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
Okay, so for Laura's turn 2 movement, she moved. Well, she actually embarked, kind of funnily enough, she embarked all her units back inside the land raider, so she still controls the objective, but everyone's in the land raider. Abaddon friends jumped out, hoping to snipe out one of my models here, so I won't be able to fight first. Then the Terminators are back here, hoping to charge and take my home field objective, denying. That's why I threw away Defense Stronghold, because she's just going to come take that. I put my Terminators down here to try to counter-charge the next turn and kill them, hopefully. And let's see what happens. I think we're both going to be slamming into each other in the next turn or two, and we're going to go into the shooting phase now for the Emperor's Children. So the shooting phase was quite potent, was able to kill 2 of my Custodian Guard here. I did only lose 1 of the Wardens there, so that's not too bad. I will be able to fight first, but I have a few tricks up my sleeve for that. And I did lose 2 Wardens here. So the shooting was quite potent. I did lose quite a few points of models, and I do believe I'm going to have some charges coming my way next from the Emperor's Children.
Venom Crawler over
Venom
here.
Crawler into... Yeah,
That's enough.
in.
Boop. Abaddon friends are going to go into the guys right in front of them.
Yes.
That's still muy bueno. And then they're going to charge into here.
Okay.
Which is 6. That's more than enough. So we'll just be happily in this ruin.
The Emperor's Children have knocked me off all the objectives. So going into turn 3, I'm not going to get any primaries. So I'm going to be behind the points here, but I need to kill some of these units. If I could take off some of this pressure, then I can come back in the later turns and win here. But I did lose my Kira Draxus and her Custodian Guard. We just kind of each lost 3 of our models in our units here. Lost my sisters, so I'm going to have to try to countercharge them with my Terminators next turn and see what I can do. So, on to turn 3. The score going into turn 3 for Emperor's Children is 28-15. What do my cards give me for turn 3? I got Bring It Down. I get a kill a Land Raider. It's in my way anyways.
Oh, that's a vehicle too.
That's a vehicle, okay. And Engage in all fronts.
Good luck.
Gross. Do I want to spend a CP for that? No, because I do need it for some shenanigans. So I do go up to 3 CP, and I will keep engaged, but that kind of is no good. For my movement phase, pretty quick. I move my Terminators up here to get a charge onto Laura's Terminators sitting on this objective. Same thing with these Terminators, moved here to get onto this objective and hopefully take it from the bikes and the Venom Crawler. Trajan, it didn't move because he didn't want to get overwatched, so he's going to try to charge into this Land Raider and hopefully he doesn't get Snake Eyes. Fell back with Valerian just because Abby would have went first and mulched me up pretty good. So we're going to move on to my shooting phase, which is not going to be much. For my shooting phase, I did manage to clink off a Terminator and another couple wounds off another one. Shot at the Land Raider, did nothing. So now it's the chart. Oh, I did shoot with my Witchseekers and Battle Shock these Terminators, which is key. I should be able to, if I can kill them, they won't be able to fight back and chop me all out. So I do need this charge to make it the most. So we'll do that one first, just because it makes a difference. A 7. That'll make it in. I'll put that beside them. This squad here into the Venom Crawler. Oh, a 5, that will make it as well. And we have Trey into the Land Raider. Yep. A 9. That'll make it as well. A 5. Alright, so we'll come back when I made all the charges and go into combat. Alright, so I'm going to toss engage in all fronts in my turn. The score is 18 to 28 for the Emperor's Children. I do go up to 3 CP. Alright, so I did lose Trajan. Trajan did pick up 3 of the Terminators, but Trajan is down. That's no good. Laura's going to toss capture enemy outposts. So the points going into turn 4 is 46 to 18 for the Emperor's Children. Spicy! My draw for turn 4, I have behind enemy lines and cleanse.
Love it. I love to see it.
I'm going to toss. I'm going to spend the 1 CP I've got and toss it so I have extend battle lines. That's a much better one. I just need to hold my backfield and get 1. So I already have that done, so that's not bad.
Yep.
Alrighty, so for my move and fake Custodes, I moved up here, shuffled up so I can charge this bike behind this wall. Drop my Terminators here behind the lines to hopefully get a 9-inch charge onto these cultists. Valerian moved up to get some charge onto the Sorcerer, but I've lost a lot more units than I usually lose, surprisingly enough. So, well, let's see if I can pull anything off here. My shooting, nothing to shoot, so I'm going to just do my charges. The Wardens of Valerian into the Sorcerer. Makes it an 8. Terminators into the bikes. I need something relatively low. An 8. We'll see. I should be able to kind of block myself off and not be able to move so far. I need a 9, and I have a CP for a reroll. 5. I need this 9. It's a 10. Good. I did need that. Okay, so I do make it onto their home field objective.
Was that a CP?
Yeah, that was a CP. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm out of CPs now, but I made some charges. Okay, so I was able to pick up the Sorcerer with the Wardens of Valerian. Did take out the bikes, and I took out the cultists in the back. So not a bad turn, but I'm still behind the points. It's 46 to 36 going into turn 4 for the Emperor's Children. Let's see what tricks and shenanigans Laura has for me on turn 4.
No prisoners.
No prisoners. That's not a bad one.
And area denial.
An area denial. 5 easy points. So the heart of the cards have been loving Laura this game.
I failed a couple.
But they've been pretty good.
They've been spicy.
So we went through the last few turns just to figure out the points because I wasn't able to really catch up. Points at the end came to 90 to 61 for Laura and the Emperor's Children. First loss with the Custodes on the channel, but it was a fun game. I had a lot of fun, a lot of shenanigans going on. Even though the Chaos Space Marines were nerfed and the Custodes went up, the Laura still pulled off the win. So hats off to her. Great game, great skill. Look forward to having her on again. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by.